Hi friends, welcome to Fun Learning. Well, I hope you all are doing well and also are benefiting from the Olympiad practice videos that we put up on our channel. Do like and subscribe to our channel because we handpick the best question papers for you and then present it so that it will help you in your preparation for the Olympiad. So, bringing yet another good question paper for you for the Maths Olympiad for Grade 2 of the year 2016. So let's get started with this one and see how you score. So we're going to solve the Class 2 IMO question paper for the year 2016, which consists of the logical reasoning section, mathematical reasoning section, everyday mathematics, and the achiever section. So let's get started. The first section is the logical reasoning section. The first question here is, identify the figure which will complete the given figure series. Here is a figure series and you have to guess the right answer, whether it's option A, option B, option C or option D. Your time starts now. Okay, so now let's try to solve this together. Now, if you remember in our previous videos, we have identified how we can get a pattern. So you should look at the similar figures that are repeated. In this case, these are the similar pattern of the figures that's repeated, and hence the full pattern or the sequence of these patterns would be these two. Hence, if we want to complete the third pattern, the figure that comes next would be the circle with the dot inside. Hence, our correct answer is option A. Next question. Find the odd one out. Look at these pictures and pick up the odd one. Your time starts now. If you notice carefully, the correct answer is option D because the remaining three figures have 4 leaves each and it is only the option D which has 5 leaves. Hence, that's the odd one out. Next question. There is a certain relationship between the pair of figures on either side of the 4 dots. Identify the relation and find the missing figure. So here you have the figure. You need to find the figure and the place of question mark. Is it option A, option B, option C or option D? Your time starts now. Well, let's try to solve it together. Now let's look at the figure and let's look at the first relationship. Now here the first block has 4 dots and its relational block also has 4 dots. Hence the relationship is that both the figures should have the same number of dots. Thereby going to the next set, the first figure in the next set has 7 dots. Hence we need to find that option where the dots sum up to 7, which is option B because they sum up to 7 dots. Hence our correct answer is option B. Next question. How many squares and standing lines respectively are there in the given figure? This is my figure and I'll let you choose the answer from the given options where option A is 8 squares and 11 standing lines, option B is 7 squares and 5 standing lines, option C is 8 squares and 9 standing lines, or option D 5 squares and 9 standing lines. Your time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. So first, let's count the squares in this figure. Clearly, the squares here are one on the left, then on the right, and the one in the center. So there are 3 big squares, but if you look at the center squares, there are 4 small squares. So in all, there are 3 plus 4, that is 7 squares. Now let's look at the standing lines. Standing line is a vertical line such as this. So if we look at how many standing lines this figure has, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and the center line from top to bottom, hence 5. So in all, there are 5 standing lines. So our correct answer is option B, 7 squares and 5 standing lines. Next question. Find the missing number if the same rule is applied in 3 figures. There are 3 figures given and we need to find the number in the question mark place. So is it option A 3? Is it option B 4? Is it option C 1 or option D 2? Your time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. So if we look at the first triangle carefully, it is just subtracting the numbers on the corners to get the number in the center. So for example, 10 minus 4, which is the first corner number, gives us 6, minus 1, that is the third corner number, which gives us 5. So 10 minus 4 is 6, 6 minus 1 is 5. Let's apply the same logic on our second square, where the first corner number is 9, subtracted by the second corner number, that is 9 minus 1, which is 8, subtracted by the third corner number, which is 6. So 9 minus 1 is 8, 8 minus 6 is equal to 2, which is our center number. Hence applying the same logic to our third block, so we'll subtract 8 from 2, which gives us 6, and further subtract it with the third corner number, which is 2, which is equal to 4. Hence the question mark is nothing but option B, 4. Next question. Rohit starts his piano practice on 9th January and finishes his practice on 20th January. How many days did he practice? Assume that Sunday is a holiday. This is the calendar here, and your options are option A 11, option B 10, option C 9 or option D 12. Your time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. So Rohit starts his practice on 9th of January and he finishes it on 20th of January. And in between there is a Sunday which we need to eliminate. So if we count the number of days, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hence our correct answer is option A, 11. Next question. How many shapes has the number of sides greater than 3? This is our image. We need to choose the number of shapes that have sides greater than 3. Is it option A 4, option B 3, option C 2 or option D 6? Your time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. So let us cancel out those figures which are exactly a triangle, because triangle has 3 sides. So that would be figure Y, figure X, figure V and figure U. These are the 4 clear triangles, and the rest of the figures are those with sides greater than 3. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hence our answer is option D, 6. Next question. Some boys are standing in a line. This is the line of the boys, and if Mohit and Gautam interchange their positions, here is Mohit, here is Gautam. So if they interchange the positions, then which boy will be third from the right end? Is it option A Mohit? Is it option B Gautam? Is it option C Raj or option D Varun? Your time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. Here is the line of boys, and Mohit and Gautam interchange their positions. So I have interchanged Mohit with Gautam's position and vice versa. Now we need to see which boy will be third from right end. So where is our right end? It's here. And now let's count 3 positions from right. That is 1, 2 and 3. So the third position is where Mohit is standing. Hence the correct answer is option A, Mohit. Next question. Find the figure which is same as that of figure X. This is the figure X, and choose the one that matches this figure. Is it option A, B, C or D? Time starts now. Well, this is more on your observation skills. So here the correct answer is option B, because if you look at each of the other figures, they are missing something or the other. For example, option A is missing the stick, option C is having a different color of scarf, and option D is missing the buttons. Hence, B is our right choice, which is everything matching. Next question. If Shreya rotates the wheel, then which number will most likely come? This is the wheel here, and the options are option A number 4, option B number 5, option C number 3 or option D number 2. Your time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. Here, if you notice, there are 5 numbers on the pin wheel, and we should count how many times the numbers are written in the pin wheel. So they appear following number of times. Hence 1 appears once, 2 appears once, 3 appears 3 times, 4 appears 2 times and 5 appears 1 time. And clearly it is number 3 that is appearing the maximum number of times. Hence that number is most likely to come. So our correct option is option C, number 3. Now our next section is mathematical reasoning. Let's see the first question in this section. Find the value of x plus y. This is the equation given. You need to find the value of x plus y. Is it option A 3? Is it option B 2? Is it option C 11 or option D 9? Your time starts now. Well, let's see what the answer is. So if we look at this equation, 8x1 minus y63 gives us 538. So if we add y63 to 538, we'll actually get 8x1. That is, 538 plus y63 will give us 8x1. So now let's find out what is this x and y. If we add the figures here, 8 plus 3 gives us 1, carry 1. 6 plus 3 is 9 and 1 is 10, 0 carry 1. And then it is 5, 6. But wait, we already know that here the hundredths place number is 8. So y will be 5, 6 plus 2 will make it 8. And hence, we know that x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 2. So x plus y is 0 plus 2 and our answer is option B, 2. Next question. Z is obtained by adding 45 tens, 15 ones to 363. The smallest digit of Z is dash and is a dash number. Your time starts now. Well, if you need more time, you can pause the video, but now I'll explain it to you. Now, first we should calculate 45 tens and 15 ones. So 45 tens is 45 times 10, which is equal to 450. And 15 ones is 15 times 1. Always remember, any number ones is that number into 1, which is equal to 15 in this case. And this whole number, which is 45 tens and 15 ones, is 450 plus 15, which is equal to 465. So that is the number that is underlined, and this number is added to 363 as given in the question. So when we add this number, we get the answer 828. Now the smallest here is number 2, which is an even number, and giving us the answer in option B. Next question. If apple plus an eggplant is equal to 18 and eggplant plus eggplant plus eggplant is equal to 18, then find the value of the apple. Is it option A 11, Is it option B 12? Is it option C 13? Or is it option D, which is 14? Your time starts now. Well, I hope the time is not less. If it is less, pause the video and solve this answer. Let's look at it together. Now let's focus at this figure, which is 3 brinjals or 3 eggplants equal to 18. That means 18 if divided into 3 equal groups would give us 6, and hence each eggplant is equal to 6. Now let's look at our next equation, which is apple plus eggplant is equal to 18. Now we already know that the eggplant is equal to 6. So we can conveniently say that apple plus 6 equal to 18. Now if I want to remove this 6 from the left hand side, I should also remove it from the right hand side because this is an equation. So on both sides, same thing should happen. So I'll remove 6 from both sides, hence I'm left with apple is equal to 12. So our correct answer is option B, 12. Next question. If Rohit spends 250 rupees, then which 2 things did he buy? Now we have these items with their prices given, that is pencil is 5 rupees, toy bike is 20 rupees, doll is 100 rupees, shirt 150 rupees and toy car is 80 rupees. So the answer to this question, is it option A toy car and doll? Is it option B doll and pencil? Option C toy car and shirt? Or option D doll and shirt? Your time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. Now if we look at the options here, let's first just write the price of each of the item below them and the addition for the options. For example, option A would be 80 plus 100. So toy car is 80 and doll is 100. Similarly, option B will be 100 plus 5. Option C, the toy car and the shirt will be 80 plus 150. And option D, that is doll and shirt, would be 100 plus 150. Now what we need to find is which of these options will give us the total of 250. So if you look carefully, it is option D, which gives us 100 plus 150 is equal to 250. Hence our correct answer is option D, doll and shirt. Next question. String dash is shorter than string S. These are the 4 strings given. You need to choose the right answer that will fill in the blank. Is it option A P? Is it option B Q? Option C R? Or option D both Q and R? The time starts now. Well, let's look at this answer together. Now, if you look here, the loops means if you extend the loops, the string will become longer. So the string with the least loops is the shortest. The string with one loop is the second shortest. So S is actually longer than Q. So the Q string is shorter than string S. So our answer is option B. Next question. Set dash has dash fewer horses than set dash. Now we have 2 sets, set P and set Q. You need to find the right option that fill in the blank in this order. Is it option A P2Q? Is it option B P3Q? Is it option C Q2P? Or option D Q1P? Your time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. Now in set P, you can clearly see there are 4 rows and each row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horses. That means it is 5 times 4, which is equal to 20. So set P has 20 horses. Let's look at set Q. Now I can see that set Q has 2 rows of 5 horses. That means 5 times 2, which is equal to 10, and it has 2 rows of 4 horses. That means 4 times 2, which is equal to 8. So both added together give set Q equal to 18 horses. Clearly, set P having 20 horses is greater than set Q. So if you look at our blanks, set Q has fewer horses than set P. So the first blank is Q. Now how many lesser horses does it has? So that will be 20 minus 18, which is equal to 2. So set Q has 2 fewer horses than set P. Hence our correct answer is option C. Let's go to our next question. If star is 70 kg, then the weight of sun is what? So look at this figure here and try to get the answer. Is the correct answer option A 140 kg, option B 700 kg, option C 70 kg, or option D 350 kg? Remember, we need to find the weight of the sun. The time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. Now the first balance shows that 2 stars is equal to 1 moon. So 1 star we know is equal to 70. So 1 star plus 1 star is equal to 70 times 2, and that is 140. And these 2 stars is nothing but equal to 1 moon. So that moon is 140. Now, coming to the next balance, it shows the sun is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moons because the balance is in a straight line. So, 5 moons is equal to 140 times 5, which is equal to 700. Hence, our correct answer is option B, that the sun is 700 kilograms. Next question. If butterfly stands for 12, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 butterfly stands for what? Time starts now. Well, let's look at it together. So 1 butterfly is equal to 12. That means 9 butterflies is equal to 9 times 12, which is nothing but 108. Hence our correct answer is option D. Next question. The given picture graph shows the number of hats sold by Anshu from Monday to Friday. This is the picture graph and it shows some information. Anshu sold each hat for rupees 28. How much more money did he collect on Thursday than on Tuesday? Is it option A rupees 742? Is it option B rupees 896? Is it option C rupees 282? Or option D rupees 992? Also look at the figure and read this line. Each hat image stands for 8 hats. Okay, the time starts now. Well, let's look at it together, and if you need more time, you can pause the video. But let me explain this and let's mark our right answer now. So, on Tuesday and Thursday, these are the group of hats that she sells. Clearly, on Thursday, he has 4 extra groups of hats that he has sold. Now, this 4 extra groups is 8 times 4, that is equal to 32 individual hats, because each hat image stands for 8 hats. So we know that there are 32 extra hats sold. Now each hat is sold for 28 rupees. That means this 28 rupees is to be multiplied with our 32 extra hats, which give us the answer. But wait here. Instead of doing the full calculation, think smartly. Now 2 and 8 when multiplied give the answer as 16. Hence the ones place will have the number 6. That is why the right answer can be marked as option B. If you are not sure, you can also do the full calculation and you'll arrive at the same answer. Next question. What is the height of the bottle in centimeter? Here is an image given and you need to find what is the height. Is it option A 3 tens minus 18 ones? Is it option B 1 tens plus 11 ones? Is it option C 10 tens minus 91 ones? Or option D 2 tens and 3 ones? Your time starts now. Well, I hope you've got the answer. Let's look at it together. So looking at the bottle, we can clearly make out that it is 21 centimeters long. Now, we need to first find the computations of each of the options. So 3 tens minus 18 ones. So 3 tens is 3 times 10 which is equal to 30 and 18 ones is 18 times 1 which is equal to 18. So equation in option A is 30 minus 18. Similarly, option B, 110 is 10 plus 11. That is our second equation. Option C is 10 tens. That is 10 times 10, 100 minus 91. So option D is 2 tens plus 3 ones. That is 2 tens is 20 plus 3 ones is 3. Now, if we do the computation, we'll get the answers as here. And clearly, the correct answer which matches 21 is option B, 1 tens plus 11 ones. I hope you've enjoyed this session and also these challenging questions. So here we looked at the first two sections, which is logical reasoning and the mathematical reasoning. In our next video, we'll try to solve the everyday mathematics and also the achiever section. So till we meet again, take care and keep practicing.